Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am going to make a complete SolidWorks learning course in which I will teach you SolidWorks from basics to advanced level. So make sure to subscribe this channel and don't forget to hit that bell icon for all upcoming new parts of this video series. So let's start. When you open SolidWorks, a window like this will be appeared on your computer screen. First of all, you have to start a project. So for that, click on new button here or press Ctrl plus N key from your keyboard. There are three options in the new project: part, assembly and drawing. So first of all, we have to make parts and then we assemble them in assembly. After the assembly, we have to make the 2D drawings of that assembly or all the parts of the assembly. So for that we use drawing option. So first of all, let's start from part. If you click on the part and then press OK button, or you can also double click on the part to start. So a window like this will be appeared. On the left side we have three planes. In the other means the plane is a place from where you have to start your part. So if you click any of these planes, an option bar will be appeared. So to start sketch, click on this button sketch. On the right side you can see these two options has been appeared, showing that you had enabled the sketch mode. So in the sketch tab we have some options here. First of all, this option shows that the sketch mode is enabled, and then we have smart dimensions. So whenever you draw some lines or circle or any of the sketch like this, then you have to define the dimensions of the sketch. So for that you have to use smart dimensions. So let me show you how. At the moment, if you can see here mmgs, it means millimeter, grams and seconds, which means that the input in length is in millimeter, weight is in grams and time is in seconds. So now we can define the length of this line. 60, it means 60 millimeter. The length of this line 80 millimeter, and the length of this line. So at the moment, if I want to add this dimension in centimeters, so for example 3 centimeter, simply type 3 and then cm, which means centimeter. So by default at the moment the input system is in millimeter. So you can change the input system from here. If you click on this arrow, and from here you can select meter, centimeter, millimeter or inch. You can also edit the document units by clicking on this option and then click on this option custom, and now you can choose your own dimensions. Press OK button to apply. So this was the length. If you want to add the angle between both of these lines, simply click on this line and then click on this line. Now you can add or define the angle 1 to 0 between both of these lines. Press escape button. Now we have some sketch relations in SolidWorks. So let me show you what are they. If you click on this line, and then on the left side you can see existing relations. Angle, this is the angle, and you can delete it by right click and then delete it. Now let me show you the relations in SolidWorks one by one. If I draw two lines like this, now I want to make them parallel. So for that, press and hold Ctrl key from your keyboard and select both of these lines and then make them parallel. Or another relation is that if you want to make both of these lines perpendicular to each other, so select both of these lines and then select make perpendicular relation from here. Next relation is equal. If you have two lines, two circles or anything and you want to make them equal in length, so for that again press and hold Ctrl key from your keyboard and select both of these lines. Release the Ctrl key and from here you can select make equal. There is another relation, vertical and horizontal. So if you want to make both of these points vertically aligned, press and hold Ctrl key from your keyboard and select both of these points and then make vertical relation between them. Similarly, you can also make a horizontal relation between both of these points. So for that again select both of these points and then release the Ctrl key and then select make horizontal relation. Now you can see this line is not vertically aligned. So if you want to make it vertical, click on it and then select make vertical. If you want to merge both of these points, select both of these points and then from here select merge points. So this is another sketch relation in SolidWorks. So as you can see, I had drawn two circles and I want to make them tangent. So for that select both of these circles and then from here select make tangent relation. If you want to make concentric both of these circles, so for that select both of these circles and then release the Ctrl key. From here you can select make concentric. So this is the concentric relation. There is another relation, make fix. So if you can see I'm dragging this line freely. Now you can also fix this point. So for that click on this point and from here you can fix it. Now you cannot move it. After the sketch relations, we have these options for sketch: line, circle, subline, rectangle and arc, ellipse, slot, polygon and sketch fillet. So let me show you what is sketch fillet. If you draw some sketch, press escape button and from here you can select sketch fillet, click on it and select the point at where you want to add sketch fillet. Or you can also select two lines. From here you can increase or decrease the sketch fillet radius. Now press OK button to apply this command. Again press OK button. Now you can see the sketch fillet has been applied. We have another feature in SolidWorks. So as you can see, I'm going to align this sketch on the screen. So for that click on normal to button from here or press Ctrl+8 key from your keyboard. So now this sketch is aligned or parallel to screen. Then we have trim entities command here. Let me draw some sketch. Press escape button and then select trim entities command. If you want to trim this line, click and drag your mouse like this. So you saw how we had trimmed the extra lines. Now another feature in the trim entities command is that if you press and hold shift key from your keyboard and then click and drag the mouse on the line, so you can see this is working to opposite the trim. So these lines are going to be extended. Next we have convert entities option here. So if you have some part Let me open some part. So this is the part, and let's suppose I'm going to draw this sketch on this face. So for that, click on this face and then sketch on it. Make normal to, and then instead of drawing circles on this face, you can press and hold Ctrl key from your keyboard and then select all these circles one by one. Now release the Control key, and from here you can select Convert Entities command. So now you can see all the sketch has been drawn on this face. So this was the basic work of Convert Entities command. Then we have Offset Entities command here. So for that, let me show you how it works. If I have a line and select Offset Entities command, then select this line. Type here the offset distance 60. This option is used for reverse, bidirectional, so the entities will be offset on both directions. Cap ends. Two types of cap ends, arc and line. After that we have this option, construction geometry, base geometry or offset geometry, or you can select both of the options. Press OK button to apply this command. You can also offset circle or any other sketch by using Offset Entities command. So press escape button and then from here select Offset Entities command, select the circle, and now you can see the circle has been offset. This is used for reverse, and you can see option cap ends is turned off for the circle. This is for bidirectional, and this is for construction geometry. If you uncheck, then press OK button. So this is how the Offset Entities command works. Now we have Mirror Entities command here. So let me show you what is Mirror Entities. Click on it and then click on this box, Entities to Mirror, and then select all these entities. Then click on this box, Mirror About, select this line. So now these entities has been mirrored about this line. From here you can uncheck the copy option and press OK button. Again using Mirror Entities command, at this time select both of these circles and then select this box, Mirror About, then select this line. If you uncheck the copy option and then press OK button, see. So this is how Mirror Entities command works. Now we have sketch patterns. So there are two types of sketch patterns, linear sketch pattern and circular sketch pattern. So let me show you what is a linear sketch pattern and circular sketch pattern. For that we need a sketch like rectangle. So this is the rectangle and I want to add a circle here. Now click on linear sketch pattern here, then in the direction 1, which is already selected, x-axis, and here is the distance. Scroll down and from here click on this box, Entities to Pattern, and then select this circle. Scroll up and from here you can add the distance between the entities 150. The number of instances, you can increase them. Scroll down again. Here is the direction 2, and in the direction 2 the instance is only 1. You can also increase the instances from here and type here the distance 150. Quantity is 5 and then we have another option in linear pattern, instances to skip. If you expand this option and click on this box, then select the instances to skip. Now you can press OK button to apply this command. So this is how linear pattern works. Then we have a circular pattern. So for that, if I draw a circle here and then press OK button, click on this arrow in front of linear sketch pattern and then select circular sketch pattern. Scroll down and click on this box to select entity to pattern. So this is the circle and we want to pattern it. Scroll up. This is the box from where you can select pattern axis or origin. Delete it and then select this point. Scroll down. This option is used for equal spacing and here is the quantity of instances. Here we also have instances to skip option. So click on it and select the instances to skip. Press OK button to apply this command. So this was the circular sketch pattern. After that we have move entities command here. Click on it and then select any of the sketch. Now from here scroll down and in the parameters you can select from to and xy. So you can type here the distance in the x-axis and here is the distance for y-axis. So if you click on this from to and then select this box base point. So this is the picking point or base point. Click on it and then drag your sketch where you want to drag it. Then we have copy entities command here. It works quite similar to move entities but it copies the entities. If you select this sketch and then from to start moving your sketch from here. So now you can see our sketch entities has been copied. Then we have rotate entities command here. Select all this sketch, scroll down and from here select center of rotation. You can select either this point or the origin. Let me select this point and from here you can add the degree or angle of rotation or 5 degree. Press OK button to apply this command. After the rotate entities we have scale entities command here. So click on it and then select the entities to be scaled. Scroll down and click on this box scale about and then you can select this point. Type here the scale factor. If you want these entities to be scaled twice, type here 2. If you want to copy, so press or check this box copy and then press OK button. So these was the basics of Sketch tab in SolidWorks. I hope you had enjoyed this video. In the next video we will talk about all of these commands in Features tab step by step. So don't forget to press the bell icon for all upcoming new parts of this video series. And also please comment below how did you find this video. Thanks for watching and sparing time.